One second, people. Okay. All right, people. I'm just setting some stuff up for the live stream because the live stream starts in a minute or two. We're going to start with the screen. What the screen does is lets people know that the reason why you see this written here, live stream on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is that's because the live stream starts at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Canada, and that you should figure out your time zone to match my time zone. Okay, so this is a YouTube channel. Is a great information to study my created playlist, a wealth of information. So I start the live streams telling the people about the YouTube channel. You know, year after year, month after month, quarter after quarter, I'm giving updates on the market. You know, every week we're doing live streams. I make videos showing what I'm doing inside of Power Group Trades. My group is about helping people succeed and teaching them the right mindset skills. And that's the purpose of the live streams, right? And of course, I have to, you know, I'm actually posting information on on YouTube. Let's see. I mean, on StockTwits. Okay, and then give me 1 second, people. Why doesn't it show post? No. Okay. What about this one? It's hard to post stuff on uh, on YouTube here. I mean, on just give me 1 second here, people. You give me 1 second as I'm trying something with StockTwits on my YouTube channel. So just give me a second here, people. Any questions? Okay. So let's see here. Let me see what's going on here. And okay, so people are in. Hello, everybody. Hello. I just started posting a lot of stuff. So I did explain about this live. I'm going to do this quickly now. So live stream on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Canada. PowerTarget Trades Wealth and Health Leader. Now I do this, you know, in the beginning before, you know, as people are coming in, and of course study my created playlist. You know, nobody's doing what I'm doing, and there's a purpose. There's a real purpose of all this is to explain to people how you have to have a consistency in the market. Um, so I'll put that up like that. All right. So you have to have a consistent. We're gonna have the SPY here. We're gonna talk about the SPY first, the market, and it's about a consistency. It's about trading without fear. It's about having plans. It's about adaptive thinking. And I know a lot of people in the market have issues. Okay, this one I gotta close that up. They have a lot of issues, people in the market. And so hence the live stream is to, you know, talk to some people, uh, give updates on the market. You know, some people might want to ask me about a particular company that I said I will discuss, right? So we're going to get into that very, very quickly here now, people. But you know, when people who don't come to the live stream, they, as you're seeing this live stream, I'm preparing you what you should be doing. You should pay attention to the whole live stream, and then of course study my created playlist. On my Twitter, there's a pinned tweet explains how to become a member inside of Power Group Trade. So I give a lot of information. It's all there for somebody who's going to open their eyes and pay attention. This is what I do week after week after week. Nobody's been defending the market week after week, month after month, and being correct, the big picture, unlike yours truly. And the reason being is I'm at this. I'm grinding. If you don't treat this as a serious business, you're out of business. You understand what I'm saying, people? Let's see here. Let me go back to the thing here. So, people, if you don't treat the market as a serious business, you're out of business. Okay? We're going to start the live stream soon. It's only been 3 minutes, and we're getting people in. More people are coming in. And don't forget, there's new people coming in. We're seeing what the stock twits. I'm back on stock twits, seeing if there's any value left in stock twits. I started doing a lot of this stuff but there wasn't a YouTube channel while I was doing the stock twits. I was really posting on there, and then it grew to the Twitter, and then the YouTube channel. So we're going to see if there's any value in stock twits right now, right? We'll find out in a few weeks. If I see that it's helped one or two of the right people, then there's value. We're not talking about big numbers. As I said to me, most people are geared for failure in the markets. They're not going to succeed. They don't have the proper mindset, skill, or do not want to learn that they are the problem. Okay, they want to follow somebody blindly and not understand anything. I have a YouTube channel, documented videos, hours, hundreds of hours of work put into this to help people see a process that's duplicated month after month after month. Okay, I have live streams. All these clowns out there don't do any of this. They just yap, like the stock clown, right? He just yaps, but doesn't do. I do. I'm doing the live streams, right? I'm here to answer questions to people, seeing where your weakness is, telling you yes, explaining your weakness if you share your stories, right? A lot of people have these issues. All right. Well, the live stream is here for people. Hello, Ash. Hello, everybody. The live stream is here for people who will show up. Right? Again, as I said, it's not a popularity thing here, right? It's really for the serious people. I say that success is for the few and not the many, right? And a lot of the things I do in the live stream is also psychologically. Not only do I give an update, but I talk about psychological things. And to hear it over and over and over again, that can help. Or there might be something I say that wakes a person up. Like I had a person in my group, people, true story, messages me and says to me, I overtraded, I gambled on something. Meanwhile, I've said many times that, you've got to treat this as a serious business, and then they take what little money that they have and they squander it. And then they wonder why they can't succeed. A lot of people, if you have a small account, 5K, 10K, you need to be you need to do things in a very strict manner. And I can help people do well, even with small accounts like that, following my rule set. And I do provide that information once people contact me, right? Being in a group like mine, I'm giving the updates in my group. I'm leading the people. I am adapting to the market. I'm making the live streams. Listen, people, most people are geared for failure, right? This is an opportunity of a lifetime to be in this group. Nothing like this exists like this. As I said, the group is free, but you need to show that you're serious, you're consistent, and then of course, when people see value in it, that it is up to them to send gifts. All right. So again, I believe that there is the best value is in me showing value to the group, doing the live stream, showing my sincerity of how I want to help people succeed in the market. Because I get into these plans, I'm making money in the market along with people in my group, right? But I'm putting the time, the work, the effort. I'm thinking, and I'm managing for the best scenario for everybody, right? There's people who have larger accounts. They want to trade the faster moving stocks like Tesla, Google L, Amazon's. We have that. We have the slower price moving stocks that do very well for people who have the smaller accounts. So I manage it all so that there's opportunity for everyone, but they need to follow my rules. All right then. Hello, Dexter. See, all the serious people are ruled. All the serious people, they come to the live streams, right? Now, a lot of times, a lot of people start showing up for some reason. 10 o'clock. Regardless, who wants to show up? I've posted the information. As I said to you, most people want to gamble. They don't want to learn the right way. They don't want to hear the truth. That's too bad for them. We're going to be talking about Tesla, the Tesla win. I chose Tesla. Here, the thing about that, we're going to be talking about that, but I chose Tesla because I believe that that was a sign for the market to go higher. I looked at stocks like Apple, Tesla, okay, Walmart, Nike. Now, when things don't start to work, when I see a change that I think that are better positions, I do evacuate plans. Right? That's called adaptive thinking. We do not stick to our guns, right? But we've had good win rates within four plans. There's either a break even or a profit or large profits like in Tesla, and some good profits in Apple, right? And I'm always adapting and looking at all the outcome of the end of the day, because the market is very, what's the word? Choppy and scared. But let's talk about the SPY now, people. And I've said this many times, people. We come on Wednesday, right? And you see, last Wednesday, I say the market is not going to go lower. I talk about support levels. The market goes higher. Another Wednesday, we were up like this, and we made a great move. We had plans, and we made money. We made money in Apple. We made money in Tesla, right? I made a Tesla plan here, right? On this day here, right? We've been talking about Tesla in my previous live stream, so it's not like I don't give the information of what I'm doing, right? If you look into my live streams, you hear me depicting the future of the market, right? Explaining about the support levels and that the market favors higher. Again, the SPY hitting close to 300 once again. We're going to be hitting 300. It's a matter of how we hit 300. Do we go and test the 305 level, right? Now, that being said, there are a lot of stocks that are lining up for higher prices to the point where I have to be very, very selective. It's too many. Okay? So the market is very bullish based on how many stocks that look good for confirmation that I post inside the group. Okay, so in my group, I have plans just like the Tesla plan where we made dollar bills with skills. Okay? This is all planned and documented. Then I make the videos for people to see, right? And I tell people to look and watch and think about it, everything. And it's done week after week after week. I mean, where is the consistency anywhere else, right? And so it's not the fault of those services who promise people to whatever. They are playing in on, again, the dumb of most people, right? When I say that most people are dumb-dumbs, I'm not joking here. Dumb-dumbs are dumb-dumbs, right? When the truth is right in front of you, I say, right in front of YouTube channel, right? I make a system to get into I already can tell if a person is going to succeed, if this if they're not ready to, if they come in my group and they don't understand anything, what is the purpose of it? There is no purpose. And I have no glory in having somebody that has no aptitude in the brain to succeed forward, right? You can't even follow simple instructions. They're going to fail in the market anyways. Let them fail. Listen, I warn a lot of people. If you don't study, right? If you don't pay attention to what I'm saying, right? I got tons of experience, over 28 years experience. I know. I made my mistakes in the market, right? I'm perfecting things. Like, I'm looking for long-term success, not just little people. People are gonna listen to me. I've been talking a lot. People come and go. They blow up their own accounts, okay? Because they don't have any discipline. They don't have any aptitude, any skill. Hello, David. Hello. So, all right. So now we're going to talk about Tesla now. So, all right. So, on Thursday, this is the day we enter Tesla. Everybody in my was oh, sorry. I made the plan on the 10th, on this day here. We went on this day. Of course, we weren't making money on Friday, but I told people that we need to hold it, and I told the support. I gave the updates, and then on Monday we made dollar bills with skills. And in fact, it held it. And the market's been very choppy and difficult. Again, I identify that a stock has potential to move. I make a plan. I choose the options. I talk about the entry point, right? And we do this all the time, right? All the time. But I also talk about the sun and the rain, meaning that now there's going to be a lot of sun, I believe, in the right stocks. But now you still have to trade things, and don't forget the market's going to be you still got to trade things the right way, and things could be easier sometimes, and sometimes a little bit more difficult. But the point is, we're going to be trading it the same way. There are rule sets, they trend, they support key supports that I know based on what I'm saying. So I'm telling our group we should get out of something. Just like, for example, Nike. We took a break even in Nike. I decided to get out of Nike because it's action. Now, Nike came back a little bit today, but I thought I looked at the way it's acting and I said, and it's not like Nike can't do well. But I started looking that I see that there are better opportunities in Nike. And so therefore, um, we exited Nike for some small profits, and it was actually doing better for us. But we put our stops in place, a stop this out, and that's it. Again, it's adaptive thinking, all managed in the group, right? If you see this great win rate on my YouTube channel, the reason why it's that way is there's a lot of work put into that. It's about catching that sunshine. If you're not prepared, there could be times there's 4 months of the year that's very difficult. You're not making great gains. And then all of a sudden in 1 month, because we're prepared for that 1 month, you're making all your yearly gains. The key in this market is that within a year's period, it's always a short. The real secret, people, is there's a short period of time at any time, and it could be the best time could be let's say halfway through, and then like one, like for example, let's say the best time could be January to March. Then there's a great month in April, and then a great month in November and December, for example. Or it might not be December. What I'm getting is in the year, you've got to be ready for when the signals are given by the market, by what's going on. And the market every year is changing. The market in 2017 traded differently than the market in 2018, and the market this year is very different than 2018, right? This year 2019, and this is due to political issues, right? Different political issues creating different fear in the market. However, the methods of how I make money is understanding what the market is saying, right? Because this is why we catch gains in Tesla. It's the same ideology that I use, right? But we manage things, right? When we don't fight things, we we don't go into one plan. We subdivide our plans. If we're going into 4 or 5 plans, it's because there's a lot of good things happening, and some things are winning. And it's just all managed in my group, right? I've had people message me telling me, I get out too late early, and I know the common problems out there for people. They make the same mistakes. So here's Tesla. So we talked about Tesla. I talked about the SPY. Oh, Apple. Now look at people. I mean, how many times we've been talking about Apple all in here. We made our gains. It's been choppy, but we made our gains at Apple. Right? Now, Apple hasn't been the superstar in option, but it was the leader. It was because I saw Apple going higher, and of course, Apple is higher. I mean, am I not right that Apple isn't higher? I've been talking about Apple 200. We're not at 200 now. We're at 200. We smashed my targets, but we've also made adjustments along the way, right? This year, Apple was starting to get good in February. We made great gains over here, right? In January, in the beginning of January, uh, it was around March when we started making great gains in this again. But I remember this one over here. But in January, we were doing great with BA. So talk about BA. Now, BA, by the way, now is out of favor, but Let's talk about BA. See the adaptive thinking that I do. So BA was good here, and BA was good between January and March, and then not good anymore, right? And it hasn't been good, and we haven't really been doing anything in this anymore, right? And I know when it will be good again, right? And when it meets my rules standard, then we will be looking. But right now, BA isn't a good. It's not good for options. It's very. It's not the best stock, right? We've been doing things like we've been doing very good in stocks like Roku, by the way. So let's talk about Roku, right? Now, we caught we if you look at Ruko, as I explained, Ruko was a great mover this year. We grew and Ruko. Not that we started in January, we started really more in March and with Ruko or about February. Ruko was I had at least 5 or 6 or 7 plans in this, all winners, like just crazy winners in Ruko, right? We actually we avoided all this, and we're actually looking to get into Ruko again. I'm posting a plan inside the group. But what I'm getting at is that we actually sold right around this day over. It was about it was this day over here we sold. Then it went higher. We didn't get into this, right? We were looking to get in, and never would confirm, and then this fell apart due to other issues with the streaming service and whatever. Um, but this stock is definitely back in a bullish way now. Again, it's about adaptive thinking, people. Okay, and inside my group, PowerTarget Trades, I make these updates, plans, adjustments, option targets, supports, resistance. We should take profits. We should all done in a group. Okay, and again, free for people to join that prove me that they are serious for success. And that's following the. There's a video that explains what to do. Right? It's a filtered process. Listen, as I said, most people are not going to succeed in the market. They are just too dumb. Plain and simple. Dumb. Gamblers, they don't want to treat us as serious. They want to gamble. You ain't going to make it long term as a gambler. You're going to lose your money. So I'm going to tell you right now, you loser. Now, if you want to listen to me, you can become a winner. Very different. You have to choose if you want to be a loser or a winner. I tell how it is. Right? Stock clown, loser. Crying like a baby. Wah, 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 wah. You don't want to be like a stock clown. Okay? Guessing, assuming the market's this. You don't know nothing about the market. If people would know what the really about the market, they don't know. What I do is I'm listening to what the market is saying, and if and meets my criterias, we have which I've been able to do every. Listen, I called a market reversal in 2016, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I've been correct about the big picture of the market since 2016, and 2016 to 2009 has been very difficult market conditions. Very lot of political issues every single year, problems and scaring tactics, Brexit, you name it, Brexit. This a lot of people are gone, in other years because they gambled in the market. They didn't want to study. I wasn't really doing back then. Also, I was posting the plans. I started to realize how necessary it was that people needed a lot more guidance than me posting plans. And so for 2019, I provided this special guidance, extra guidance, right? Demonstrating with BA win after win after win, step by step. And I have it all documented on my YouTube channel. So as I said, anybody wants to say something to me, say it. Say something that they doubt, say it. Then we will analyze what they say, and I will depict them and make them look pretty childish. You see, these stock clowns, they don't show up. They don't want to flap. They just want to press a dislike on the live stream, but they want to come and face that they are the problems, that they are losers, gamblers, lazy bums, stock clowns. Okay, that being said, listen, I have to listen, mentally, I want you to succeed. If you want me to pat you on the back and say you're doing a good job for making stupid mistakes, or do you want me to tell you to pay attention? Right? Do you want me to help you, or do you want me to help you succeed or fail? So to help you succeed, I gotta tell you how it is. I gotta be tough with the people, right? A person that appreciates what I'm saying. Now, some people they are doing all the right things, and I'm not talking. I'm talking to those people that are a little lazy, that can't follow the rules. You lazy bum, you loser. You're gonna lose. So you come to the live stream, You want to, you don't want to pay attention. You don't want to study what I say. Too bad. You're gonna. But if you happen to listen to me telling you you're gonna be a loser and you lose, remember my words. You are your own. It's your own fault. You're a loser because you don't study. Did you? If you if you study, get in my group, follow my rules, you will succeed. But it ain't easy. You've got to keep the grind. I'm at this week after week after week. I don't run away like the stock clown needing a vacation in September because the market's too hard. You can't win like that. You can't. You're not going to be a winner. No vacation. I'm here at this every month. No vacation. Grinding away, giving the advice, preparing for the gains. That's for me fun. I enjoy it. So you get this kind of person dedicated to the market. Dedication. That's what I'm doing, right? Very few people like that. All they're interested in is their memberships. People paying for their memberships. For them to tell you to get into 20 different stocks. Good luck with that. You're still picking your own stocks, right? We narrow it down, highest probability. If there are 6 picks going on, it's because we're making money. You're not in 6 picks because we've made some money. So it's very manageable. And I tell people how to manage their accounts too. All right, so Roku. Let's see here. Now, I won't be talking about AMD unless an AMD and someone from the AMD comes and takes a look at the live stream. Any questions before I move on to something else? Because we're going to live stream. We're going to make it, unless I'm getting questions, we're going to make it that it will end. We're going to really try to make this end 10:30 if there's questions, right? And basically right now, I think I spoke about Roku right now. I spoke about BA. I spoke about the SPY. So again, if you come to the live stream and make sure you listen to what I say in the beginning. Okay. So I spoke about Roku, BA, Apple. Again, I'm going to be taking questions. Then Tesla. What else? I think I covered. I think I covered everything. I think I covered everything in terms of what I wanted to speak about. So anything, any questions? Any questions? What do you see the current movement in Apple? Where is the low support and high? How will it go before earnings? Yeah, that's right, Mohammed. Oh yeah, Goldman Sachs. Yeah. So don't worry about Goldman Sachs. Well, Netflix is something we're going to avoid. Netflix had earnings, but um, I do not like Netflix. If there was something to go into, I would prefer focusing on Roku. Okay, but yeah, Netflix looking good. I think Netflix looking good is a positive thing for the market. But the difference is, do I want to go into it? It's choice. There's so many. Sometimes Muhammad, there's too much going on, which is good. Now after hours, I mean, yeah, this had a great move, but this had a good. This is good effect for the market, and of course, you know, this is going to be good for a lot of our key plans, especially Tesla and so on and so forth. Well, whatever Netflix does, I don't really care about Netflix. But what Netflix did is, if you see this after hours here, Netflix closed at $314. So what it does tomorrow, what it does tomorrow, it doesn't concern me because it's not in favor of us to make money in options. When it's in favor, I will look for a plan in Netflix. We have a lot of other things going on. Lulu, yeah. So Lulu is a stock that is fine. As I said, I think Lulu is, again, if you can see, is patterning, and I believe it is going to go higher. I believe as long as it stays above 200, Lulu will be going higher. Okay. Well, I don't know. Listen, this is fundamental issues that I don't really care about what Disney does or thing. Um, what I look for is what you know what where can we make money in these key companies? Because in the end, with options, it's about time, right? We need to get into the right yeah. So that's right. Listen, a lot of things look strong. Okay, a lot of things look strong, and the problem is we still have to go into the best. Walmart is strong, but Walmart could do well. I'm not saying it won't do well, but it when they had a chance to move, when the SPY was strong, it didn't move. And so I prefer to go into other stocks that have a better chance to move. And again, Walmart could by all means do well, right? But it's getting to the point where we're getting too many. There's too many good things to get into, and we've got to. I go into what's the better ones that can make us options. This is the decisions I have to make. So what's good about this, people, is that Twitter looking strong, Walmart strong. All this means, look at it this way, that's a good sign for a higher market. Okay? That's what it means. It means that the market, it's a good sign for a higher market. Um, and so that being said, um, that means there's going to be a lot of opportunity. That means you've got to be paying attention to the market. We're going to be getting in positions, taking profits, holding runners, getting to positions. You've got to be very active in the markets now. It's time to make some dollar bills with people skills. And I've been talking about this. We've been doing it along the year, but it's been very difficult. But we're more and more mentally prepared for long-term success in the market. Yeah, and video looking good. I already know about all these things. The problem is, um, what are the best ones out of these? And safe too, by the way. Now, Nvidia could be good tomorrow as well, but there's a lot going on, right? So in my group, I'm posting, as we know, I'm posting the plans of where we're focusing on get in, and that's more than enough. That they will produce profits for us. Okay, but keep in mind that a lot of stocks looking strong is just good for the market. Right? It's just it's good for the market, people, for a higher SPY. As I said, and I've been saying it week after week, month after month, year after year, I've been calling the real direction of the market, and I've been correct the big picture with skill for a reason. That's what no one out there can do. They're not doing the live streams. I'm not saying these things. They're not backing up. Look, I back it up with videos. I back it all up. It's all documented on my YouTube channel. That's where the stock clowns can't come because they got nothing. They just all woo-woo flappers of the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Stock clown flapper of the mouth, but they don't do anything. They just flap their mouth. Talk, this happened, that happened. What did you do? What did you do? What did you plan? You got to catch it. We plan, we catch it. There's a big difference. You know, listen to me. Lots of people are going to be. There's a lots of losers, everywhere on you name it. There are a lot of losing-minded people. What I'm trying to do is connect to the people who are ready for change. It's a small group. Loser mentality is everywhere. Okay, everybody wants. They want the jackpot without doing anything. Good luck to that. Good luck to that. My group is a jackpot. You want to get into the jackpot, you get into my group. It's a jackpot. Because I really lead with proven plans over and over and again, right? What the market is doing, where the market's really going. When things aren't looking good, I'm defending the market. It's a scan. It's a lot of things. It's not one screener. I do scan with my this program TC2000. I create my own scans and my rules, and it's then a lot of hello Mirza, B, B, BH. There's a lot of It's experience, BA. It's not just a magical screener. No. But I use TC 2000, and they allow you to create scans, and I created scans. I scan, a specific to dial it down, and then I dial it down. So it's a lot of dialing it down and a lot of experience. BHPA, right? Simply get into my group, and you've got me behind you. You're able to do it if you want to do it. You can. There's more than enough great ideas uh, that you can learn from being in the group than you trying to do this on your own. I mean, unless you've got 28 years experience, you just get into my group. Pretty much simple. Free group, right? You got to study my YouTube. You want to understand what I'm about? That's why I have the YouTube channel. Then get into my group, right? We have great people in my group. They sent me a lot of great gifts. And it's about those people that want to really succeed long term. It's going to be a very small group, right? If we get the group to 100, 200 people, great, fantastic, right? But it has to be the right kind of people. And again, people think they don't. I'm telling people you've got to work at this. I'm at this every week. Okay, I'm making adjustments, thinking it's not some magical scanner that's going to make it. No, it's way more to it. So hope that answers your question, BHP. I mean, what kind of a BHPA? What kind of a YouTube name is that? Travel beyond words. Amazon through blows and goes through. Well, travel beyond words is possible. Amazon, but Amazon is not something I'm focusing on right now. There's a lot of good stuff travel beyond words, but I'm looking for things like that are meeting my criteria and have better. Like Amazon isn't the best one for me right now. Not that I'm saying Amazon isn't good, but Amazon has underperformed stuff like Google or Apple. If you look at Amazon, right, and it just recently has moved, but it's been terrible to make money in for a while, right? You got to realize this is chop, 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 then lower, where Apple is a lot higher, right? So when you want to compare the difference between, I haven't been focusing on Amazon because it just doesn't meet my criteria, right? And that secret is I don't focus. I focus on the best of the best. A lot of people are looking are trying to are investing in stocks that just are difficult to make money in, and then they wonder why they lose. What I do is I refocus my energy on what's hot. When BA was hot, we were in BA. When it's not, I'm out of BA, right? And a lot of people keep harking on the same stocks, wondering why they lose. A lot of people are losing for the wrong reasons. But if you ask me a question, I'm telling you, one of the reasons is to focus on stocks that aren't. Even though this made a move, there was no way of knowing that that was going to make a move unless you were focusing on that. That it was going to make such a great monumental move. It wasn't as good as something like Tesla. Okay, in my books, and Tesla was a lot easier to hold, um, and it had more of a pattern going for it. But Tesla's a special case. But then Apple was more of a leader, was telling me and stuff like that. So I'm going into positions that we're able to make 100%. I'm looking for, can I make 100%? We try to get into it. If it doesn't work out, we take small profits. We move on to something else, right? But we're always making adjustments. We're not sticking. We're strategizing. I win year after year, month after month, for a reason. But you got to study my YouTube channel to understand. There's a lot. We don't need any more sectors right now. It changed. The bank stocks just woke up recently, right? J.P. Morgan, for example. Um, and this is where you got to pay attention to. I already knew something was up with the banks, but they had to show themselves. And then they show themselves, like J.P. Morgan. Okay? They had a strong move. Now, this isn't the best stock to get in with options, but I'm saying it's a positive sign for the market that J.P. Morgan did this, right? So things change all the time. Right? J.P. Morgan wasn't the best to get into. Now what? Now it is, right? Now that sector is promising, but that's good for the market, right? So in my group, I post some key plans with options and targets, just like you saw the Tesla plan, Apple. Apple plans. It's all about, and the market hasn't been glorious right now. It's been like a lot of people are looking at this past few days, but we had to manage it. We had to prepare. Now things are starting to look good now, and now it's choosing what is likely to do well and be easier to hold as well, because the market can be choppy as well, right? So it's not that simple. Good question. Beyond BYND, I don't trade that because it's not a stock. It doesn't have enough data, and there's way better stocks than BYND. See, that's another thing. A lot of people don't realize what I'm talking. See, that's a question. So I don't. I focus on the best of the best, right? That's part of the system. There's a lot of good stuff I got, and then with data, lots of data and proven data that I can, that there's a lot that goes into what I get into. Okay, there's a lot. Okay, part of it is to realize something in favor is not in favor. I mean, I saw Roku was a great stock to get into, and I made a lot of great winning plans in Roku this year, right? And don't forget, you see the performance in Roku, right? Now, while Roku did so well, Amazon wasn't doing so well. So someone who's focusing on Amazon is going crazy trying to make money in it, right? Where Ruko, since the market, I'm focusing on the upside because that's the direction of the market. We are in an uptrend, a very strong uptrend, right? That hasn't proven otherwise that it wants to go higher, and they want to keep making it going higher into 2020, unless something negative was to happen. But right now, the market is pretty optimistic right now by a lot of stocks looking good. At the same time, we can't get into all these stocks, so we have to dial it down and get into the best possibilities that can make us some gains, some great gains. So I choose that. That's right. Of course it is, Brian. Yeah. I don't scalp. I like to go for direction. I'm looking for 100% gains. I don't scalp. Scalping is for losers, right? Scalping, you die. Go look at the option sniper. That's a scalping mentality. He's gone, right? Because real direction is the way to go. Listen, real direction, long term. Scalping means you're afraid. You're a chicken. You're afraid. Ooh, you don't make money at chicken. You make money by being sure of yourself. I want to go long something because I like it. I know it for a lot of facts. This, that. Not because it's someone saying no, no, no. I look at a lot of facts. A lot of facts. Yeah. Well, where is option sniper? Too big, too fast? No. Phony baloney, basically. Because when he had to actually back up all the stuff he had was saying, he couldn't manage it. See? That's why that's the way to lose money. Now all the option snipers are all scrambling to make money. That guy teaches you how to lose. If the guy was good, he wouldn't be gone. I'm going to be here year after year. I'm here doing live streams. You go look back. Every week there's a live stream on my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm for the serious people, not the baby scalpers, right? I'm not a scalper. I'm a direction trader. That's real skill. Real skill. Billionaires don't scalp. Okay, billionaires have direction. Remember that. Billionaire mindset, but I help people make money with options with that kind of mindset. It's a big difference. Not baby scalper. I'm never going to be a baby scalper because that is short-term success. That makes you a loser. I guarantee you. You want to be a baby scalper? You're going to lose. Short-term success, you burn out. Trust me on this. Don't want to be a baby scalper. Trust me on this. But you either listen to experience or you can find out the hard way. You know, there's two ways to learn in life, the easy way or the hard way. Either a person realizes it or they do not. All right, now. I know he made a lot of money in his room. I know he made a lot of money in the room. I know that. But I said to you, he made a lot of money, travel beyond, from dumb people. There's a lot of dumb people. They're looking for that. I'm trying to explain you something. There's a lot of people looking for that easy money. But if if you think about it, why would you give up something that you're doing good with with people, right? That's because he wasn't producing what he was saying. Because when you actually have to do it, you're throwing out these ideas. He couldn't manage what he was saying because it was wrong what he was doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's not. He was teaching people everything wrong, and so it doesn't surprise me that he blew up. He made money. I never said, listen, that guy is a very good marketer. He's very good at tricking a lot of dum dums out there. And there's plenty of dum dum. And there's a see. I'm not coming out. I'm actually trying to help people make money with skill. It's very different what I'm trying to do. Well, my way, by the way, is an honest way, and it doesn't make as much money. It doesn't do that. I don't care. I don't want to be. I'm not crooked. I'm not lying to the people. Right? I'm telling people how it is. Right? Those right people. A lot of people, they deserve to lose their money. That's too bad for them. They're gonna be broke losers. Good for them. Too bad for them. Don't say that PowerTarget Trade didn't warn you. Ha ha! Stock clowns. All right now. Mirza, you're asking questions that it depends on the situation. Sometimes we're holding for a day or two, sometimes for a week. It's adaptive. There is no magical number, there is no one rule. The market changes every day. We have to make decisions, right? Should we hold? Should we get out? Nobody knows the future. Like, get this magical thing out of your head. I'm about as close as possible to the crystal ball, but there's a reason why I'm so accurate. Is because I'm adapting constantly, thinking, planning. We should hold. We should hold. Not everything's going to win, but where win rates are much higher and we catch bigger wins than our losers. But we got to keep at it. I tell people, got to handle the rain to catch the sun. So a lot of people, the questions you're asking me is really the wrong mindset. Like Brian was saying before, these are losing mindset. Now, be happy that I tell you that that's a losing mindset, and that if you study my YouTube videos, my channel, or you ask me questions on live stream, which was good, and you listen to what I said, that'll help you realize that that's not the way to think, right? That's why study my YouTube channel. See it. See for yourself all those winning videos. Look at what's going on. Look at the charts. Spend that time. Then get into the group. See for yourself. Everything that I say in these videos is inside of my Power Group trades. It's all documented. you know, I know that if someone who's serious for success follows my rules will succeed long term. We have to go through the different periods, but we're gonna be mentally ready and strong mentally with skill to catch the super gains and hold properly all the time. Because if you can hold through the difficult times, you're going to hold through the better times as well. And hold longer. Sometimes we're going to hold longer, taking more profits, having double. It's always adjusting. What am I repeating every? I repeat. First of all, repetitiveness. If you listen to anybody in this world who's is trying to teach people, they are repeating key things because sometimes somebody people have to hear it 10 times. Somebody new comes and hears something, so of course I have to repeat things, right? But there's always a clear message, right? And just because I've had people who are in my group but don't follow my rules, don't study the videos, and then they wonder why they fail. That's why I make these rules. I check up on what I'm doing. Nobody does these things. Nobody puts the care and attention, right? But I've met some really great people doing it this way, and I'm gonna continue doing it this way because I believe that that is going to be where I will achieve some great things from the right people. That's right. That's right, Dexter. Good point. Practice them exactly. Yeah. Repetitiveness of the right things is key. Anybody you take anybody out there, they're going to be repeating something, especially around other keywords. to get their point across. I have. Are you? By the way, are you? I have no idea who this. But this, your question doesn't make any sense, Tan. You sound like Tan. It's helpful to learn through. I think Tan is a loser. You loser, stock clown, Tan. That's what you are. Bye bye, Tan. I don't have time for losers like you. I'm gonna tell you straight out. You loser. You know you loser, Tan. Look at you, Tan. Loser. You are a loser. Loser. All right now. Yeah, they repeat the pattern, but not, but in different patterns at different times, right? Yeah, there's a lot. Listen, there's a lot to success, people. Look at, I'm telling it how it is, right? I make these live streams, and I try to answer a question like when you have someone like a Tan, a clown, you can't help people like that. They are losers in life. They wanna make, they don't want to appreciate great content that's free, and they just want to question stuff without even studying, and they don't even know what they're talking about. Or what repetitiveness of something that is valid is always helpful because a person can see it. Hey, you know what? He was right about that. He's right about that. Repetitiveness is, it's everywhere. Anyways, exactly. Show us Tan. You know, if we ask Tan, we look at Tan's channel. If he has a channel, he's got zero videos, zero anything. You're a clown, Tan. All right now. You're a clown. Wake up. Go study. Then come back to my live stream. You know, don't be a clown. I'm gonna tell her how it is. You know, like you see how I can embarrass you, Tan. It's very easy to embarrass these weak clowns. I call them stock clowns. Very weak people. Talking to a professional here. I show who I am. I'm not hiding behind a computer, behind a no. You don't even have what's it called? You don't even have a profile pic. I mean, what's this? No profile pic. No nothing. You show nothing. You are a nothing. Comprende, Tan? All right now. You want to be something, Tan? All right, clown. I have to. All right. So enough of Tan. We don't have time for clowns. We do not have time for stock clowns, right? And I'm pretty sure most of the people in my group realize that Tan, is talking like a clown. Okay. To come into my group, it is free. However, you need to follow the rules and it's explain what to do. I don't want anybody in my group because I don't want clowns like Tan in my group who are excusers, who have no skill, no nothing. You want to be in my group? You follow the rules, you get into my group. No problem. But you don't get in the group by stating incorrect things. Like I said, I don't know if this Tan came from StockTwits, right? But there's a lot of mentally deranged people out there. They just have mental issues. They don't want to face that they are looking to make money the wrong way. And I'm here to help people. Why would I do these live streams for? I don't get anything for these live streams. No one pays me for live streams. I take my time to help people. And I did all these things. You know why? Because the right people who appreciate what I've done made this all possible for me to try to help other people. But I can't help clowns. If you're coming to my live stream, you obviously have and you want to see something negative and you have nothing to back yourself up with, then you're a clown. Right? Anyways, that's right, a rule. Oh, Travel Beyond, he's on StockTwits. How do you know? So that guy Tan is on StockTwits. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I've been on StockTwits, and I think that on StockTwits, I believe that there are some good people on there, but they have to be found, and that's why I do post on there. But there's a lot of stock clowns. You can see it on the boards. There are clowns all over them. They just post. They don't even know what they just. What I'm trying to do is, though, there might be people out there that are sick and tired of listening to the stock clowns, and they want some valid, someone with real substance. And I have that. That's why I make this YouTube channel and I document the videos. It's to show the right person. Like to study my content, then come in my group. I'm not forcing anybody. I'm saying, look, it's up to you. But follow my rules. I'm glad to help people in my group. I do these live streams to help people, to make comments, to help new people about discuss stuff like about the markets. Thank you, Arul Joseph. You know, it's because I believe in you know you do good, good will come your way. And that's what I'm doing. I like it this way. I can't do it any other way. I thought I was gonna do once upon a thing, but I prefer this method. You know what? Most people are clowns destined to lose. So I kick, people I kick out of my group. If I kept people in my group, I'd have hundreds of people in it. I kick people out left, right, and center. I only keep the right people. And it'll stay that way. I will keep those who are people come and go. Listen, that mental issues. They go and gamble. They go do something dumb. People, man, I've dealt with a lot of people. As I said, most people are destined for failure. The market, if you want to succeed, you have to take it as a serious business. Really, seriously. This is a great opportunity, okay, to make a great, great, either to make great extra income, to make a great income with skill. But you gotta work. Listen, it's nothing's for nothing. You know, I do what if someone just simply follows my rules, right? You have the opportunity to go and do other things you want. You can trade other stuff as well. But in my group, if you're following my rules, and then it's up to you what you do. A person wants to. Most people are going to do what I'm saying to do, but if a person can do what they want. But what I don't want is excuses for a person that they're not doing well because they didn't do this or they didn't follow my rules, right? It doesn't work that way because I know how this all works. Everything I get into my plans. I make sure that we're able to get into plans because it's okay to get into them based on how we're making money and what's going on in the market and adjusting. There's a lot of care put into this, lots of care. Thank you, Ash. What does that mean? I was trying to say good night in Thai. Huh? I guess she doesn't in Thai. Okay. I guess she doesn't know that term. Hello, Entanu. Do you have a question? Anybody have a question? Yeah, Tesla's good. If you're in my group, I have updates in Tesla. We made great gains in Tesla. Thank you, Matt Trader. Good night. We made great gains in Tesla. Uh, Entanu. I don't know if you're not in my group. Got to get into my group, but you can study my video on my YouTube channel. You can see the great plan we made in it. Good night, Dexter. Good night. All right, people. Let's see if there's anybody. Let's see here. If there's anybody, I again, a lot of people start coming more to the live streams towards the end of the live stream. I don't understand that, but that's I guess they don't know the time frame. What's the tools you are using? Oh, there's a lot of tools that I'm using. Some are proprietary tools. A lot of tools, but it's not just the tools; it's experience too. You know, lots of experience. You know, 28 years experience in the market, right? But I developed that from a lot of the from a lot of mistakes in the past and old world. What I'm doing, very few people in the world can do. Let me put it to you that way. You can't learn this. You've got to be in my group, like studying. You got to be like getting into my specialty group where we study the charts and I show them and everything like that. But that's for very few people that are willing to go through that. Like I spend time with my group talking about the market practically, at least 4 times a night. Sorry, 4 times a week, roughly about 45 minutes to an hour, right? Going over why we're doing this and why we're doing that, and then showing them some specialty tools. Have a good night, Ash. So most people, well, the key people, serious people. Any questions out there? Anybody new? Because I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut this live stream. Um, I was gonna answer an AMD, but there's no AMD. You know, most AMD people had no questions. So there's no point in talking about AMD. I just AMD is more of a long-term plan. But I did talk about it. I was gonna just talk about those AMD people. There's a lot of opportunity in options, a lot of stock company, and a lot of other companies, and that they should check out my YouTube channel because I have been discussing. I did discuss a lot. I did give a lot of great advice on AMD, and I've been massively correct of the big picture. Unlike the stock clown who's been massively wrong. AMD. So people, the key is to get to the live streams on time. So when we get to the question time, after I explain about the market, that they people can ask questions, whether it be on BA. Now I talked about BA, about some key points, but the live streams are to serve a purpose to um, give some mindset thinking to some people, even to hear me say something, asking a question, um, and then giving updates of the market, my thoughts. Of course, like I said, main main thing market is bullish, definitely going for higher prices. And again, you can go to every live stream and see how I'm right, the big picture, over and over and over again. And nobody's doing this, right? So, who do you want to listen to? People who don't do anything, who don't show anything, who don't have any proof, or something that's documented. There's hundreds of hours of work, hundreds, hundreds and hundreds or thousands of hours of work put into this YouTube channel, explaining and showing a process. And that we're always working to improve upon because it's always a work in motion, always improving and learning and growing. See, 18 people. Anybody have a question? Because I'm gonna close the live stream. So hurry up and ask me a question. New people coming in, but you guys came in late. That's right, Dexter. You say things perfectly, man. About the tools, yeah. You know about that, Dexter. About how much more is involved in this. There's so many tools, Mirza. Thousands of tools. Go figure out how to make them work. Thousands of tools. There's all these companies trying to sell people tools. You haven't looked at the market yet. You haven't looked at all the different things out there. I keep it. Listen to me. You study my YouTube channel. It's mind blowing information. I make your life easy. I'm healthier than a lot more people out there. I'm going to live longer than most of the people that are coming in my group because I'm a health and wealth leader. There isn't anybody out there. Remember these stock guys look like they're going to keel over. They don't got their health. They ain't going to be around 5 years from now. PowerTarget Trades is going to be here 5 years, and I'm going to be even more powerful than ever. Stock clowns. More than that, there's more to it. There's not one thing traveling beyond. There's way more to this. And that's why you want to get into my group, come into my live streams. There's a lot to this. There really is, you know. You got to treat this as a serious business. You got to know what your real support levels are. You got to get into the right stocks. And that's what most people can't do. Listen to me. It's not just the technical indicators. There's a lot going into. I may have 10 stocks that look good, and I dial it down. I have to dial it down and say, no, I choose this over that, because of this, that reason. From experience, that it's the highest probability for the group, so that it's better for most of the group. And I put a mix and match. I can't. There can be three powerful stocks that are going higher. We can't get into all of them, so I got to kind of narrow it down, which is the best one that could be the most stable and give us the best win ratio. Shop right now, no. No. There's too many things happening, Lenny. But Lenny, study my YouTube channel. Get inside of Power Group Trades. You did come late, Lenny, right? You know, because you want to get here 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then ask me a question a little bit earlier. And a lot of people who'd come, you know, there's some people who came and gone. They're clowns. Anyways, people, have a good night, and hopefully next week, people get that the time. It starts at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night, people.